Hi, ladies. This is Moment of Ascent. Send me. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Famous quote by President Kennedy. Also, I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?" Then said I, "Here am I, send me." That's Isaiah 6:8. In the book Dangerous Prayers by Groeschel, which I've talked about in earlier episodes, he asks, what if we told God we were available to serve him? Too often, we go to God with a grocery list of people we want him to help. Us, we want him to help. We want help from. But what if we chose to do more than just consume, but to contribute? What if instead of always asking God for something to do for us, we dared to ask God to use us on his behalf? Now, when we hear God talking to us through his word or through his spirit, there are usually three responses. 1, here am I, Lord, but I'm not going. And this is the same response Jonah had in Jonah 1:3. Now the word of the Lord came unto Jonah, the son of Amittai, saying, "Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry against it, for their wickedness has come up before me." But Jonah rose up to flee unto Tarshish from the presence of the Lord, and he went down into Joppa, and he found a ship going to Tarshish. So he paid the fare thereof and went down into it to go with them unto Tarshish from the presence of the Lord. So Jonah heard what God wanted him to do, but he said no, because he wanted justice. He wanted Nineveh destroyed, but he knew God was a God of mercy. And mercy is what God uses more often to bring people to him. Second reaction. Here am I, God, but please send somebody else. And this is the same response as Moses in Exodus 3. Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth the people of the children of Israel out of Egypt. And Moses said unto God, who am I that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Egypt? And he also talks to God about how unable he is to do that, how he stutters. How can he go in front of Pharaoh? Moses was focused on his insecurities rather than God's power. He was trying to excuse himself from what God wanted him to do. And we often do that. We feel inadequate. God will whisper something to us, tell us to say something, tell us to stand up and speak in church. And we get hit with, we don't know how to say it. We don't know what to say. It's awkward or it's embarrassing. And all those feelings can keep us from doing what God asks. Because God doesn't want perfect vessels to do his will. He wants willing vessels to do his will. And the third. Here am I, send me. In Isaiah, that was his answer. Here am I, send me. Isaiah was willing to hear God and go preach to the people, even with his insecurities, even with a harsh message of justice. He was willing to go. When we experience God's presence, when we embrace his holiness, and when we are in awe of his glory, we can trust him. The moment we see God for who he is, we see ourselves for what we are not. He has the power to work through us to do amazing things. That's part of the amazing thing of God. Is He takes people who you wouldn't think would be able to sing or speak or help, and He uses them as a vessel to do all those things. He has the power to work through us to do amazing things. So when you become available to God, He might ask you to give up everything and go on a mission trip to Africa, but it's far more likely He's going to want you to do small and simple things for Him right here, at work, at the fair, your daily interaction with people. That's what He's going to want. He's going to want you to do something there. He's going to want you to encourage people with His word, fill needs, pay it forward, pay for somebody's groceries, invite somebody to dinner, showing God's love to the lonely, being available just to sit and listen with someone, finding joy in serving others through daily acts of faith. This week I want to encourage you. Ask God to send you, and listen for His voice calling you to see other people and help others. Our God is the God who sees us. So really look around. Look at your workplace. Look at the people you interact with and really see them. Are they happy? Are they stressed? Are they frustrated? Does God have something to give them through you? God can use you in so many ways, dear one. Just let Him know you're available. Say, "Here am I, Lord. Send me."